Hey there guys and gals, welcome back to BackPocketGameReviews. So today is going to be nothing related even slightly to games. We're going to talk a little bit about this new Adpocalypse 3.0 and what's going on and why the douchebag who started it thinks that he is some kind of awesome person but isn't. So obviously I've ripped into people before and I have no issues doing that. I would show you some of his content. Like I thought about showing you the guy who actually exposed this all to everyone and what's going on. So let's address what the issue is. There is a loophole on YouTube where if you wind up on certain videos of kids, and these kids they're harmless videos, they're literally G-rated videos of just kids goofing off and doing stuff, but in a lot of those videos, these kids are just talking to a camera, maybe wind up in a compromising position, and pedophiles start, well, time-stamping the comment section for compromising positions in the videos or linking to each other, other ways to communicate and share this kind of content. The videos themselves, though, however, aren't really a problem. So that's where it becomes kind of an issue. So this guy exposed this and showed it, and he seemed like he was so morally right and correct. And yes, I agree. I hate pedophiles. I have 2 kids. By all means, if you act on your pedophile urges, I think it's time to put you down. I'm an avid supporter of the death penalty, by the way. So, with this particular incident, though, he starts calling out, showing ads are playing on these videos. And he's calling out all these different people's ads and saying, oh, your videos are appearing on pedophilia content. Which they're not. It is the commenters that are making this what it is. So, YouTube can't be responsible for everyone who comments on a video. And that's obviously been displayed now. And you might wonder what I mean. What do you mean, Nick, that has been displayed now? So now YouTube has changed some stuff. Essentially, if you have a kid in your video, and at least right now we believe that it's if you have a kid in your video, and there are some inappropriate comments, that video can be demonetized. You can now be demonetized for inappropriate comments on your video. Now, for some people, that's going to be a huge issue. Because essentially what I think is happening here is YouTube wants YouTubers to kind of patrol and police their own comment section. That's really not a problem for me. I read every comment already. Those types of comments have... You remember when I've done mean comments videos, which, by the way, I have one coming. I have enough stuff for one. And I've told you that the worst of my comments you guys will never see. That's because they're all like that about my kids. So when you're like, oh man, I wonder why Nick doesn't put his kids in YouTube videos, this is why. This has been a known thing for a long time. YouTube closes up multiples of these wormholes, and essentially it's just a trick in the algorithm. And eventually what happens is they find another way, and they keep finding more ways. You can't ban everyone online. And personally, removing these, I think, makes it worse. Especially seeing as that most of these people aren't actually American. Most of them are actually in foreign countries. And unfortunately, Google also can't necessarily go after everyone if they're in a foreign country because that our statutory laws are much different than a lot of other countries. And for good reason, at least by my opinion. Now, obviously, protecting the innocence of children is somewhat important to me. Especially my children. Why my kids aren't allowed. Leah records YouTube videos. They don't go up on YouTube. She literally makes her own videos because both of my kids want to do YouTube. I don't let them. And that's not me trying to be a dick. It's just, I've seen some shit. Okay? So, with this being said, this individual starts calling out all these advertisers, one thing down. This guy's had multiple YouTube channels, none of which have ever taken off. I'm bigger than him. And I'm just some idiot that sniffs his own farts on the internet. Okay? So, how does this all play out? Well, apparently a lot of people start digging into his stuff because he goes, oh, I don't use social media. Oh, I don't. He tries to hide a lot of stuff. Then people found his Twitter account. Then people started finding that he's posting fetishist sex stuff on his Twitter account, and then people start finding out that he's posting blow-up dolls and stuff like that. So this is the guy who's so morally upstanding and morally right. He has videos on his original YouTube channel where he is stopping and propositioning a girl to be in a porn video with him. Huh. Yeah. This guy's definitely the guy who is who's the white knight for YouTube. This guy is butthurt that none of his content ever did well. Ever. This is his 5 minutes of fame. This is what he's known for. Dude who somehow stumbled on kitty stuff on the internet. Do you ever wonder how he stumbled on it? Do you wonder how he stumbled into it? I knew about it because, well, people have commented this to me before. This type of stuff in videos with my kids. Hence why we don't have a family vlog channel, and just occasionally you see my kids on here. Occasionally. But I also monitor all of my comments, so that's when I say I don't scrub my comments, that is the only thing that gets scrubbed out of my comments. Yeah, I think that's fair though. Right? I mean, if you're a pedophile, it's not like you're a real person. You're like a quarter of a person. So, this guy, obviously with all of his skeletons in his closet, is, you know, he's just riding this moral high horse straight across. And as much as I want to be like, oh man, YouTube should really grow a backbone, YouTube is trying to defend themselves right now. It's sad because everyone always wants to go, oh, YouTube's messing up here, YouTube's messing up there. YouTube has its problems. How many of you have gotten notifications for my videos over like the last couple weeks? Because my last 4 or 5 videos, we haven't been near where I usually am. So it's kind of interesting to watch because like I'm having issues. But I'm also still going to defend them because they're fully in the right here. If you're a company, and obviously this is starting to spook the people that are putting money into your company, you got to change what's going on. And I get it. There's no easy way to change this. And honestly, it probably would have been a much easier change for them because YouTube was they were already weaning a lot of this stuff out. This was already stuff they have been actively working on for a while. But now, YouTubers will be doing the work for them. Which, again, fine with me. I read every comment. It is what it is. So, I feel bad on multiple fronts. I feel bad because a lot of YouTubers are going to suffer. A lot of YouTubers. We already had advertisers pull out. That means ad revenue is going to go down. I survived the first and second Adpocalypse, both of which were different. For those of you who don't remember, PewDiePie's issue with the Wall Street Journal. Was it the Wall Street Journal? I'm pretty sure it was the Wall Street Journal. His little issue with them where they tried to call him a Nazi, that started the first one. Advertisers started to pull out. The second one was the Suicide Forest with Logan Paul. That was when they changed all of the things you had to do to be monetized to begin with. And then now here we are with number 3 with Mr. Jackass Redheaded Matt. You've heard the term, the redheaded stepchild. Like, I'm sure he got beat like a redheaded stepchild. This guy probably did. I mean, if you watch his videos, 'cause, like, he tried to call out all these different YouTubers, talked about him. It's changed drastically from the narrative of, oh, I want to protect these kids to let's make all the advertisers pull out. He's literally calling for that. That is what he wants. He is asking people to screenshot ads on these videos. So first off, you're directing people to go to this content, which is odd as is. And again, I've known that this stuff existed. People have talked to me about this when I've mentioned my issues. I don't direct people to it because now you just made the problem worse. People that are out there that had those urges now know that they can satisfy those urges, I guess is the best word to go with there. This is such a sensitive and fucked up topic altogether that is, oh Lord. It's one of those things where there is no right or wrong. Like, you can't be like, this is how YouTube could have fixed it. YouTube can't patrol everything. YouTube can barely even keep track of everything that comes in. Literally, since you've been watching this video, a couple 100,000 videos have been uploaded. A couple 100,000. That's insane. Okay? That's why we have an algorithm. That's why bots do a lot of things. That's why now YouTubers are going to be doing a lot of things. Again, I feel YouTubers should have been reading their comment section. YouTube actually has a tool where you can add people who can remove inappropriate comments in your comment section. I've thought about doing this. There were like 3 people I've thought about giving this access to. No one would probably be shocked. I've thought about giving it to Aeroslayer, Sarcastic Wolf, and Saber Prime. Because I'm pretty sure they all can understand what's... Wow, there was a line that was just crossed. Insult me all you want. Call me whatever the hell you want. You can call me bitch tits. You can call me bald Billy. I don't give 2 shits what the hell you say to me, but there is a line, and that line does not involve me. It actually involves my kids and my wife and the people that aren't in my content every day. The people who wouldn't have pissed you off to begin with. Now, I do know when I piss people off. I don't know. This is pretty messed up. Like, as a whole, it's shocking. But it's not YouTube's fault. Like, literally, this is not YouTube's fault. This is like when we blame a gun for a shooting. This is literally what's happening. You can't blame other people for what people do. This is no one's fault but the people who made the comments. Now, if YouTube has their information, I do agree YouTube should turn that all over to the FBI. And I'm not one for, hey, let's rat on some stuff. Like, I don't feel like YouTube should be giving away your email box to the NSA or anything like that. But in this instance, keeping a pedo off the streets is a pretty important task. So I would feel completely okay with sacrificing someone's right to privacy there. I feel what YouTube honestly probably should have done was just remove the timestamp feature, at least for the time being, and remove the capability of posting links. This is also why I don't have links able to be posted in my videos. That's part of the reason. Because you never know what the hell you're going to click on. It could be someone trying to troll you and get your IP address. There are so many different things that could go wrong there. So, guys, I am curious to how you feel about this. Do you feel there is more YouTube could do? What do you think YouTube could do to fix this? I'm not going to ask if you think this is disgusting, because we're just going to go ahead and by default assume you think this is disgusting, because you should. So let me know what you think down below. If you want to follow me anywhere else, links are as always in the description box. Also, follow me, subscribe, all that stuff. I'll see you all soon. I'll have plenty more content coming for you, and Lord willing, it won't be more about this.